Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bahrain, or nearly Bahrain actually. We haven't quite advanced to the race weekend here in the F125 My Team journey. It is the fourth round of the championship. We are... which hand? Here. We're here today. Hello Bahrain, how are you? That's where we're going today. We have, as per the end of the last episode, I said I was going to do a couple of things off camera between videos, and I have done that. We've spent some money on upgrading our facilities. We're nearly, with regards to owner training, as you see top right above me, so very close to getting a training point with EXP there. So very nearly indeed. So we will be looking to utilise that as soon as it's available, which should be in today's episode, actually. Then, with regards to the facility improvements, we've spent some money. So we're improving our engineering department by improving the computer systems, although what we're going to do next is start doing the development so that I can have more than one upgrade going at a time per department, because that's really going to help improve the quality of the car moving forward quicker. With regards to the personnel department, we are improving the contractor management side of things to allow us to build two facility improvements at the same time in the engineering facility. And then corporate-wise, we're negotiating 5% more from our title sponsor, which will be worth actually quite a bit, a few £100,000 is 5% more. So that will be very, very welcome indeed as well. We've got loads of resource points in waiting, but I can't spend them yet because we're still upgrading things, because unfortunately lots of things failed. So research-wise, we are still, actually I'll go to the in progress one, it's easier to show you that way. We are still trying to improve in every department, but everything got delayed because we're rubbish at the beginning of a save. But you'll notice via the performance index, actually, we're a lot closer to Sauber and VCARB than we previously were. We are improving along the way. The car is becoming more competitive, but still obviously a long way behind Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari and Mercedes. Red Bull have pipped McLaren at the top of the chart, and obviously Max Verstappen is, well, smashing everything so far. We hope to not smash anything throughout the course of this weekend. I did use all of my damage limitation funding in the last round of the championship. We'll try and be cleaner here. I will continue to drive as Martin, but Zane now does have the exact same car as the number one driver. All of the things that we've upgraded are now on both cars, because we've not been able to bring anything to Bahrain in terms of an improvement for the first car. So that might see Maloney improve with regards to his competitiveness, but I still think he was probably going to be last because of his just inherent lack of talent, respectively, relatively, compared to everybody else on the field, or in the field. So regular race weekend here. We've gone with a harder tyre allocation because we're quite an abrasive surface, isn't it? In the desert here in Bahrain. So we're gonna just do everything at 102, I think, for the time being. I think we found a sweet spot in the early stages here. I'll probably change my mind after practice and qualifying, but that's where we're gonna start here anyway. We're gonna go to practice. We're gonna be under the lights for qualifying and the race, and then hopefully we'll have another very strong finish. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save. I'd very much appreciate it. It really helps push the content to new audiences, especially during this launch period. It's very important indeed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more content here on ChesnoidPlays as well. Of course, the first 3 episodes went up last week, so do keep your eye on the channel for those if you missed them, and we'll be going every single weekday moving forward. If you want to see everything that happens behind the scenes, then come and join me on a stream. That happens over on Twitch and on the main YouTube channel, YouTube and Twitch, with the username ChesnoidGaming.com for YouTube, .tv for Twitch, of course. Right, I'm going to dive in. 'Tis time for Bahrain Grand Prix. Practice done, and I feel very comfortable in the car, which feels quite alien, actually, at this point of the save, after how we've really not necessarily struggled in the previous races, but certainly the car has been a bit of a handful in the previous rounds. We've got loads of resource points. I just don't have the opportunity to spend them at the moment because of my limitations with my facilities. But once we've been able to break through those glass ceilings, we will be able to upgrade the car quite significantly. We've got a lot of resource points there to make a lot of changes to the car as soon as possible. So we might not be a backfield runner for much longer. Perhaps by our home Grand Prix at Silverstone, we might well be challenging for 6th or 7th in the Constructors' Championship. We hope, anyway. That would be obviously faster than we anticipated moving through the rankings, but not going to complain too much. It's still going to take us a long time. Actually, I can put a brand new gearbox in. Still going to take us a long time to get to the very front, but we're closer to the midfield than we... Well, much closer to the midfield, I feel like, than we were when we started the save. Difficulty still at 102. The car feels good, but I've still been off the pace. So we'll see where we qualify. We know, obviously, that in the races, the opposition are a bit stronger than they are in qualifying. Although, so far, we've qualified and then finished basically where we've qualified in the races thus far. So he's very consistent, actually. We'll see if Bahrain follows that trend. And the final turn. I've run out of deployment again, but we have improved our time significantly by 0.4 or so. 31.1 is fast enough to put us into P13. We are through to Q2. After the one run, we got knocked down to P17, but we have been able to advance there by improving with our second lap. And I think there might have been a shock exit there in that session. I think Oscar Piastri, he gets through by the skin of his teeth. Oscar Piastri, I think, only did one run. A number of drivers did only one run. Piastri did do two. Piastri very slow and does get through by the narrowest of margins. Just over 1/10. Doohan, Behrman, Stroll, Bortoletto, Antonelli was well off the pace, and our teammate Zane Maloney still at the back as expected. So we make it through to Q2 again, but as you can see, considerably off Q3 and would expect those drivers to go a step further, so we might be even further off the top 10 once we get through Q2. We're going to improve by about 2.25 tenths. From P15, we go backwards to P16. We did use a used set of tyres there for that run. They're only 7% worn, and it said there was only 1/10.5 in it. So there was no real point wasting the extra set, in my opinion. We were better off saving that fresh set of tyres for potentially needing them in the race. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had a fresh set of softs at all for the Grand Prix. In the end, I'm 2.5 tenths off Isaac Hadjar in P15. So even with the fresh set, my fastest lap of the session so far was a 31.1. I might have been able to put a 31 flat or a 30.9, but we wouldn't have been any further up than we currently are. George Russell is not qualifying very well this season at all, is he? P13 here. That's 3 races in a row at least that George Russell has been knocked out in Q2. Really, really poor from George. Really poor indeed, actually. Both McLarens, both Ferrari, both Williams and both Red Bulls through. One of the Pierre Gasly P4. That Alpine is performing very well in this save right now. Jack Doohan obviously out in Q1. Well, we'll go to the race now, because of course we can't take part in Q3 because we didn't qualify. And we'll see if Max Verstappen is going to take his 4th pole in a row. He'd only get it by 1 millisecond in Japan last time out. Lando pushing him all the way. Then he won the race by 25 seconds.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race.
Let's find out, shall we? Is it Max on pole again?
World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position.
By 2 tenths, a 29 flat from Max in Q3.
Grid, we have
pole from
Leclerc,
Norris again. Both
Hamilton,
Ferrari on the second row though.
Piastri
and Tsunoda 5 and 6. That feels very familiar to Japan, actually. Albon and Gasly. Gasly was P4 in Q2, but P10 only in Q3. Russell P13. We're starting 16th with Martins. And then my teammate is dead last unless someone's taken a penalty, which I don't... No, they might have done, actually. Yes, Ollie Behrman has. Behrman's taken a penalty 2 rounds of the championship in a row here as well. Why he's taking a penalty this early on in the season?
Well, it's been a long time since I last
who am I
worked with
to
you. Good
decide
to see you again
the way
today.
that Haas use their components? Right, what are we going to do strategy-wise? What's everyone else on? A lot of soft runners. Okay, Behrman on the hards, then both Saubers on the mediums, the other Haas on the mediums, and then Leclerc on the hards and Lewis on the mediums. So split strategy at Ferrari, and everyone else is on the soft.
Here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Says that soft, medium. Says that soft, medium is faster than a soft, hard, but it's actually putting me or defaulting me to the soft, medium. Sorry, the soft, hard. I would prefer. I don't know, as I have 2 sets of new softs actually. So, that's the difference. There is actually that stops on lap 18 as well. I think I might go soft. I might go medium soft hard or medium hard soft. Medium hard soft is what we did in Japan, and I'd lean towards doing that here as well actually. So medium hard soft. Let me make that soft and that medium. Because the soft doesn't last that long. 18, 21, 18. It reckons that it's significantly slower, but I don't see the softs lasting that long. We could go soft, medium, soft is a recommendation from chat. Soft, medium, soft is supposedly quicker. Soft, medium, soft. That we could do if the tyres last. Soft, medium, soft is supposedly our fastest way to the end. Fuel has been great so far, but you'll notice here we are maxed out at 110 kilograms, and that only gives us an extra 0.2 laps worth of fuel. So we absolutely need the car to be economical on its fuel here, otherwise we will need to fuel save before the end of the race. But soft, medium, soft is a good way to get us to the end, supposedly. Yeah, I'm not sure, to be fair, I'm not sure what Behrman's penalties have been for. Chat has just brought up that maybe Behrman's penalties are for blocking. I'm not sure if I have a way of knowing what his penalty is for, unfortunately. But I would be intrigued to know why Behrman, or what Behrman is taking a penalty for, whether it is components or whether it is doing something silly in qualifying or in practice and blocking someone. If we are to finish the race on the lead lap, then we're going to need the car to be as easy on its fuel as it possibly can be, whilst still maintaining as much pace as possible. We start P16, which is where we qualified in Australia. We'll see if we finish where we finished in Australia. So far, 16, a 14 and a 15. What next?
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out.
I'll try. Surrounding drivers normally don't start very well. And Hulkenberg hasn't. Oh, neither did Lawson, and Hulkenberg jinxed in front of me. I had to get out of the throttle and I'm getting swamped. Oh, mate, if Lawson had had a better start, then maybe we could have gotten away there. Oh, man, I could have followed Hulk, or gotten around Hulk, maybe. We've dropped from P16 to P19, now P20 as Bortoletti gets a run on me. That is unfortunate at the beginning there. Hulkenberg nearly ran into the back of Lawson, and I nearly ran into the back of Hulkenberg as he tried to avoid running into the back of Lawson. Bortoletto's up the inside here, or sorry, around the outside here, but I'll have the inside. Now he'll have the inside, but he's actually backed out of it, and then we might try and make a position in the hairpin if I can get alongside doing here. Now I'm just going to get my front wing taken off if I put myself in there. Well, we've lost 3 positions then. Not a great start. I did get a good start. Oi, 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 oi. I did get a good start. Oh, backed up there a little bit, didn't they? But then had to get out of the throttle as Hulkenberg darted in front of me, and it cost me a few positions. We'll get up the inside of the Alpine here. We're past Doohan and back up to P18. Antonelli started well. Antonelli definitely races a lot better than he qualifies. That is absolutely something we've noticed. Right, time to get into a rhythm. We're going till lap 18 on these soft tyres if we can get them that far. Otherwise, we will have to change strategy. Do is have a look up the inside. I had to go deep on the brakes. I couldn't go too much deep because I had to run into the back of Stroll. Doohan stays behind me. We will get DRS now. Doohan's got a bit of a run though, using his battery here. Braking so early in front. Hulkenberg and Hadjar battling hard. We're in the mix. We're in the mix. Oh, they're really fighting really quite too hard, I think, actually. The AI are just a little bit too slow in side-by-side combat at the moment. I'm sure that will get patched sooner rather than later. Recording this on the day of official standard launch, but no patch for the game yet. I think these pre-order issues got the day one patch a couple of days early. The Iconic Edition got the day one patch that's coming for those that have pre-ordered the standard edition. They got it early, so we're running on the patch that everyone that orders the standard edition will get today. Right, we're doing okay. I'm trying to manage my battery a little bit here as well. I don't want to use too much of it and then not be able to defend later on. Stroll getting very sideways, even further still. Lance is all over the shop. Hulkenberg's lost a position. I'm going to go for around the outside of Lance Stroll at turn 4. He's got the run. This is similar to me and Bortoletto lap 1. And Stroll gets the position. Maintains the position. I'm a little bit distracted there looking at my mirror and took the bollard out. Hulkenberg nabbed by Hadjar and by Antonelli. And is now starting to fall back a little bit on those medium tyres. Again, trying to maintain a little bit of battery here if I can, whilst staying within DRS range of those in front. But I'm not going to have DRS here, so Doohan will come and get me. There's nothing I can do about this one this time. He's gone left. Fully expected him to go up the inside there. But he's taken the racing line, gotten the move done. Fair enough, we'll stay 19th, but we're still very much within steady touching distance of those in front. But I'm going to need a bit more battery. And we need to be able to harvest a bit more at the minute because we're struggling to maintain battery here. And that's going to cost us longer term. Tyres are doing okay. It says through gritted teeth. Rear left is going to be quite high by the pit stop, that's for sure. And again, I wonder whether we would have been better served having the balanced tyre set and being able to have an extra set of mediums at our disposal rather than an extra set of hards. I don't know who was actually ahead through the DRS detection point there. It was Bortoletto. So we should be able to get this position back, but I've got no battery. I'm really struggling with battery at the minute, causing all sorts of problems for us. And we're tumbling backwards here. The car feels good, but because I can't maintain my ERS, I'm really struggling. I'm going to have to drop it into none and get the battery all the way back up to then try and manage it once it's full again. We're down to 20th now. Not a strong Bahrain weekend for us thus far. We'll rephrase, not a strong Bahrain race for us thus far. We're running a very high risk of finishing this race last at the moment.
Okay, you're coming up behind one of the Saubers.
I'm not. One of the Saubers is getting away from me. Look at the speed difference between me and Behrman here. Oh, a lot of wheel spin. The softs just aren't the one. Going soft, medium, soft isn't going to work. I'm going to have to go soft, hard, medium. Why would you just pause on the apex? What are you doing? You can have the position, but why are you just, like, braking again on the apex? That's the AI not being good enough. It's just slowing down on the apex for no reason. We're going to have to go soft, medium, hard, I think, or soft, hard, medium, rather than soft, medium, soft. I'm going to need to utilise an undercut to my advantage. And we just don't have the straight line speed here. Or the competitiveness overall. I don't know whether it's the straight line speed or not, because I'm not getting mugged in a straight line. It's the lack of the ERS that's causing me problems. Fernando Alonso has retired, so we've gained a position at least, but Bahrain, the AI are traditionally quite strong at. That was the case last year as well. I don't know whether it's tyre wear for me too. And my rear tyres are already nearly 20% at the end of lap 6. Fuel is going down as well. We are on the struggle bus in Bahrain, chat. Struggle bus. In the practice program, I said my tyre wear was good as well.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now.
Really?
Keep taking care of them.
I can't get out the turns. Mark, I can't get out the turns. I can keep up with my teammate. But that is about it at the minute. And I am going to have to fuel save as well. Oh my god. Brutal. To be fair, I'm not, let's be honest, at this rate, I'm not going to need to save because we will get lapped. So it doesn't actually matter. We can use that to our advantage at the moment. Look at the gap that Max has over P2 already. Yuki's in P2 as well. It's a double Red Bull podium inbound already again, by the looks of things here. Doohan's coming back towards us now, and I'm definitely able to maintain gap to Maloney much better. I think our tyre wear is starting to come into play here. Practice program said we had about 20% better tyre wear than expected. Doohan's on his way, falling off the back of the Haas on the hards. Still don't know whether to switch strategies or not. I could go soft medium, at least maintain the current strategy, and then maybe go soft medium hard rather than soft medium soft, depending on what happens. Let's do that. We'll maintain the soft, medium, soft as it stands, because if our tyre wear genuinely is better, then we'll try and make the most of it.
Remember to play around with ERS modes in your MFD if you need to.
Doohan's getting away a little bit now as well. I don't know where we're strong and where we're not at the moment. This is the first really genuinely tough Grand Prix that we've faced. And now it's telling me that I'm going to be underfueled. But like I say, we are going to get lapped, so let's not worry about it. Let's see, Max is already finishing the first sector before we've even got to the line. I'm going to box on 16. This is the first circuit where we've really struggled with ERS. Look at the lack of traction that Maloney's dealing with there. Just kicking the rear end out horrifically. I'd be tempted to stop on 15, you know. I think 14 is still too early, even if we do switch to a medium, soft, medium, hard. Oh, I'm getting the rear end kick out on me. I'm going to box 15. I've got no choice, really. I think I should run the hard tyre next, because I need to know how far the hard will take me. Because the medium tyre supposedly isn't that much better than the soft. And if I only get 15 laps on the soft, and then only get 18 laps out of the medium, I'm definitely not going to get 30 laps or 29 laps out of the hard. I'm going to have to go hard next. We may not have to go soft, hard here. I should have started on the medium compound, you know. Has indeed been a painful Grand Prix thus far. At least we've not been completely dropped by everyone.
Make use of the overtake button.
Because it's my absolutely dead teammate, we have effectively been dropped by everyone. So we're in the pits now to switch to a hard set of tyres and change our strategy. Oh man. Bahrain, Bahrain. Oh, intriguingly, Sainz was in the pits as well in front of us. He's gone to mediums though. We weren't the only one to box on lap 17.
We had an issue removing the right rear wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that
Of all the
behind us now
situations
and get
where I
back
needed
into
to
this
not
race.
have a dead stop. Oh no! When it doesn't rain, it
One
pours
stop
in the
to go,
desert.
Just one.
I think reduced harvesting, like a third from the end of the lap.
Okay, 40 laps
Brutal.
of fuel left.
It's not harvesting at all. That's what's killing me at the minute. Is the lack of harvesting.
Okay, here's the gap.
That's
we're
why my
trailing the
battery's
car
not
ahead by
coming back to me.
0.1 seconds.
We're hitting the harvesting limit like a third of the lap before the end. It's brutal. A few drivers in the box now. Lawson, Albon, Doohan. Doohan's on the move.
Doohan stopping now.
He's actually told me Doohan there and not Piastri. But he's out well down the road. Not even setting personal best lap times. Come out the box on a fresh set of hards. And they're just nowhere pace-wise. Doohan's gone soft as well. What
Okay,
strategy is
gap to
he
the car
on?
ahead, 29.7 seconds.
Yeah, that's not what I asked. Well, I guess he has to finish the lap for it to tell me his softs are 1 lap old. Teammate in the box.
Okay, gap ahead, 11.3 seconds.
But we've barely been improving. So I don't even know whether we'll actually get any sort of undercut on Maloney here. Those that are going soft, I'd love to know what strategy they're on. I think they're just on a soft medium. We just don't have the tyre wear for that here. Maloney and Hajar right in front of me now, but I'm over a second behind as we go through the detection point. And they're on softs, so they're just going to disappear now. I am uncompetitive in Bahrain. Fact. There's Bortoleto coming out the pits to join those two to make it a trio. Any contact there as he came out the pits, or did they avoid it? Does sometimes happen here in Bahrain. No, they've avoided it. Oh, joy of joys. Well, we thought we had a bit of a dead stint in Japan. This one's going to be murder. Well, we are over a third race distance, and we've used less than a third of a lap's extra fuel. So I can just go at maximum pace for the whole race, knowing that we'll get lapped and we'll save. We won't need to fuel save, but we only don't need to fuel save because we're getting lapped. So here next season, hopefully the car will have improved as such that it's more economical and it won't matter, but it seems like we may well have to fuel save here next season, because you'd like to think we'll be fast enough to stay on the lead lap next year. This is where that botched pit stop really hurts, because if it weren't for that botched pit stop with a 2.5 second stop, not a 4.9 second stop, we'd be with those three in front. But we're not. So if we boxed lap 16, leaves us 41 laps to go. So I'm going to need to make it
3 laps of fuel left
to lap 38 to run a hard tyre again. Yellow flags in front, that's Bortoleto. Bortoleto retiring. Is it an engine blow or just a component failure? It looks like just a component failure. No, it is an engine blow. There you go, there's the smoke at last.
flag.
So that's the Sauber's Ferrari engine gone pop. Bortoleto out. Yay, we gain another position. We're P20, boys! Vamos! Oh, Sag. Look at the gap. I know we're only 4 seconds behind the duo in front, but then look at the gap between them and the next group of cars. 4 seconds behind these guys, who are then a further like 6 seconds or more behind the next group, who are then a further 6 seconds or more behind the next group. We are so off the pace here. It's crazy. We've caught the two in front now as they continue to fight and their soft tyres are going off. They took their soft tyres, their first set of soft tyres, somewhere between 17 and 19 laps. So they'll be boxing again for a set of mediums, anywhere from 34 to 38. We're going to 38. And then we're going to mediums as well.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
I would be tempted to go to the hard again. But mediums is probably the play.
And we've got 25 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah. Max is coming into the final corner now, so he's really not far behind.
Get past in the DRS zone.
It's really not far behind anymore. Oh, they're so slow on these soft tyres that really strike. Oh my god, Maloney nearly lost it entirely. So did I, watching him do it. Not wheel spin now. I was going to say I'm going to try and get Maloney into one, but he got better drive off the final turn than me there. He's just extending away. Oh, Hadjar's round. Oh, fuck's sake. And I've driven into the back of Maloney, so now I've got wing damage.
Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Oh, it's not raining, it's not pouring, it's a full-on flood. We will set the next wing to yes, we will change it please in the next pit stop. My luck in this race just continues to plummet. Just as we were starting to get an advantage on tyres, it's gone again. Okay, well, we'll switch to the hards then and we'll box on... Well, I don't know. I'm just going to have to power on for another couple of laps. Because the hard set of tyres that I'll put on next, this set are 25% worn. And they've only done 17 laps. And there are still 24 laps to go when we cross the line. So I've got to push on with this broken front wing till at least lap 35, really. We've got a yellow front left wing. So, not race director, let's have a look and see what the front of the car actually looks like. So it's just the end plate that's... Is it... Oh, cancel. Is it just the end plate that's missing? No, look, I've got a huge chunk out of the right-hand side at the front and loads of the left-hand side at the front. We're losing so much downforce there on both sides of the front of the car. Oh. We'll box on 35 for another set of hard tyres, change the front wing, and try and not finish last in the race as a whole. I think, given the strategy we were on, we might well have been able to finish in front of Hadjar and Maloney anyway, considering we were reeling them back in and were hoping to get a decent overcut. But there was no way we were going to finish any higher than 18th. Well, unless some more people retire, because look at the gap to Doohan, it's 20 seconds to Jack Doohan. But now any time I might make from an undercut is just going to go, because I'm going to have to change the front wing. So we're going to do 19 laps on this set of hards, box, change the front wing, and then try and do 22 laps, or 21 laps, 22 laps I think, or it'll be 21 because we're going to get lapped. 21 laps on the next set of hards. So we're going to have to soft, hard, hard. We are going to box this lap.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Max has just lapped Hajar behind.
No need to worry about the tyre.
Well, Sainz has just boxed and gone to hards himself, so we know that the hard tyre can go to the end from here, because other drivers are doing exactly the same. They're just not having to change the front wing whilst they're at it, but we are. Oh, I can't believe how painful this Grand Prix's been, really.
21 laps of fuel left.
An absolute shit show. And Max has boxed behind me as well, so he's going to hards next too. We will then immediately get lapped by Max Verstappen. Actually, we're going to get lapped by Max Verstappen in the pits, because I'm going to have to put new front wing on. See you, Max. Bye.
Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop
Yuki
time.
now
We're happy
leads.
with that one. Pit strategy complete. See these
But only
tyres through
just.
to the end now.
And we're going to be letting lapped cars through for the rest of our stint. Actually, to be fair, most of them will be boxing again. Max might have been far enough ahead of everybody else that it's only him that we need to let through. So hards to the end, and then if there's another pit stop through a safety car or a red flag or anything, then we do have a new set of mediums to go to. We do also have a new set of softs to go to as well, depending on how much time is left if there's a red flag / safety car.
Let's overtake and burn off some of this energy.
We're on hards to the end as it stands. Let me take that off yes to auto. So if we do end up having to box again, we don't change our front wing unnecessarily. I'm about to get lapped by a Ferrari and a McLaren too. Oh, you're right, a Ferrari leads. Well spotted, Daniel. Charles Leclerc leads the Grand Prix. Then it's Yuki, then Max, then Lewis, and presumably Norris. So Hajar has boxed again. He's gone mediums now. We've come out behind him. We were 4 seconds or so ahead of him as we went into the pit stop. So the time we've lost to Hajar is because of the nose change. We would have been in front of him. We would have been considerably in front of him had we not got the nose damage. But that's not our luck today, is it? Have to hope that the hard tyre outlasts his medium and we're able to reel him in like we did before when he was on the softs.
There are 20 laps of fuel left.
Yep, that's fine. We're only going to need to use 1 lap less. There's our teammate coming out the pits. He's on medium tyres too.
Blue flag.
Now I'm getting blue flags. Come get me, Charles. Come get me, Charles. It's always best to try and let him through, actually. Here, I think. Go. And I can get DRS off him. Hopefully. If I can stay within a second. He's got brand new soft tyres on, I think, by the looks of things. He's gone. He's over a second away from me already. Oh no, I've got DRS. He's up going deep, too busy looking at what tyres he's got on. I think he's on softs. He is. He's gone hard, medium, soft. He's done it the other way around. So Leclerc is going to be quick at the end of the race. But Max is way, 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 way too far down the road. DRS off the back of Lando as we've let him through. We were gaining on Maloney anyway, albeit only slightly, but we were gaining on Maloney. Hajar's been able to stick with Piastri and Yuki, who are fighting. Yuki's actually now taken Piastri in the other McLaren. They're fighting over P3 at the minute and the last step on the podium. We try and stay within a second of Lando here. and leech off his DRS and try and get my teammate. When he looks to let Lando through, I'm going to try and mug him. Try being the main word there. But if his tyres are getting worse, then we should have the better car for the rest of the race. But probably not enough of an advantage to pull out a DRS range. So he's probably still going to be battling with us for the rest of the race regardless, Maloney, when we do catch him. It's a case of will we finish 19th or will we finish 20th? I'd like to still finish in the teens if we can. Maloney's struggling on those medium tyres now. Hajar too. He's lost the battle of Piastri and Tsunoda. And we're now going to be in DRS range of our teammate. He might still be in DRS range of Lando though, annoyingly, for a little while. That will help him defend from us. We've got Lewis Hamilton closing behind as well. So we're going to have to let him through before the end of the race. But Russell isn't going to catch us. But Hamilton will. Hamilton will. And Maloney will have DRS here. It's just actually really quite annoying. Lando, if you could just bugger off, that'd be great. He doesn't have DRS. He's not used it. Oh, I thought he was within a second. He wasn't. Well, the battle begins again then with my teammate as to who will finish as the #1 driver at the team. I say my teammate. It's not my teammate, it's Martin's teammate. But whoever I'm driving as, I would like to finish as the more forward driver. You can see how Maloney's struggling on his tyres. The back end sticking out on him there. We're really slow on the apex here. Yellow flags in front. That's for Hajar. Okay. Well, we're going to finish in the teens.
And let the car behind through.
We're going to finish in the teens. Hajar is out of the race. I'm going to let Hamilton through here so that I can then get DRS off him down the straight. And use that to try and get Maloney. Because Maloney might let him through before turn 1, before the DRS zone.
Us with 5 laps of fuel remaining, 5 laps of fuel left.
And he's going to, so Maloney will get DRS down the next part of the run down to turn 4. But I'm going to have it too. He's super slow, Maloney, now around the apex. He's still got decent traction out of the corners. And there you go, he's got DRS too. And the battle continues. Reminder, we're only going to lap 56, not lap 57, because we've been lapped. So we are down on fuel, but in theory, we're actually running at plus 45 rather than minus 55. Pretty intense, to be fair, because I'm still driving to the absolute limit here to try and stick with him. It's a really genuinely quite intense fight, this. I'll probably leave the majority of this last chunk of the battle in the video, provided it doesn't end in embarrassment for me. Wasn't close enough there. I got a really poor exit. Well, as we head on to our last lap of the race, still desperately trying to close in on my teammate. Well, not close in, we've closed in on him. I'm desperately trying to have the opportunity to maybe overtake him, but he's just so good out of the corners that I just can't quite get close enough. 6 tenths the gap. Needs to be much closer. into the next DRS zone if I'm to stand a
we've
chance.
only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
That's handy because I've only got half a lap of race remaining. Max Verstappen's going to be crossing the line to win very soon. But the question on everyone's lips is, who's going to finish 18th? Will it be me? Will it be Maloney? Burning a lot of battery here. Going for it. Making it stick. Am I making it stick? Not yellow. Oh my God, blue flags.
Blue flag.
Come on now. Don't blue flag us here. We're in a fight for position. Oh, he's going to let George Russell through. Fair enough. I'll try and get to the line without a penalty, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Don't give me a penalty just before the line. Don't be that guy, Mr. FIA man. Don't be that guy. Across the line in P18.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Not last. Not last. The most crucial point. Kimi Antonelli with driver of the day. After starting the race 21st maybe or 20th. Max Verstappen wins again. So another clean sweep for him, and he has literally maximum points for the season thus far. I think it was Charles Leclerc in second and Piastri in third, unless anything changed. It did, of course. Yuki Tsunoda got Piastri, they were battling. It's Tsunoda that gets the position. So another double Red Bull podium. Congratulations to them. They're flying in the Constructors' Championship.
Well, that was certainly an exciting
Charles
weekend
got
of Formula One.
fastest lap though. Only 11 seconds between Max and the chasing driver. But that's mainly because Charles was on, look at the race director, Charles was on softs at the end and Max was on hards. They did their strategies the opposite way. So Charles was faster at the end of the race. Oh, everything that could have gone wrong in that race did. And if I had gotten a penalty at the end there for ignoring blue flags, then that would have just put the cherry on top of the icing on the cake. Yes, I know I had to spend 50 grand fixing the car. Fan rating is going up continually for our team owner though, which is me, I guess, supposedly. And we should now have enough XP to earn a training point for our team owner. So we should be able to improve somewhere, somehow. Where we do that, I'm not sure. We'll have a quick look. Hopefully, all of the parts that are set to pass will pass. We need to check the
great news.
New loyalty level with a secondary sponsor. Nice.
And it's now ready for fitting. Be sure to visit the Assign Upgrades screen when you have a moment.
It's not enough time to do anything activity-wise other than a corporate event. But I think this time actually, do we direct the corporate facility to invest time into sourcing additional secondary sponsor opportunities. We did that previously. We've not seen anything come of it yet, so I'm actually going to do the fan outreach instead. We'll do that one. In terms of here, messages-wise, disappointing weekend. Shush your face, Matthias. We have a training point. So do I put it into engineering? Increase weekly resource points by 10%. Probably not there. Increase the rate at which Torquesville drivers will possess. Gain fan rating each time a facility improvement is completed. Increase rate of hiring personnel while sentiment is positive. Or increase corporate facility income by 10%. So it's resource points, money, or fan rating. I'm going to go for fan rating, I think. Just to try and make the car look better. We're not necessarily wanting for finances at the minute, nor resource points. But it would be nice to be able to add more sponsors to the car. So training activity unlocked, and that will hopefully be done sooner rather than later. But when does it say? It's unscheduled. Oh, I need to schedule it as well. So I've unlocked it. I need to schedule it, but I don't have enough time, activity-wise, to schedule it. Training program owner training is going to take 3 days. So we're going to have to wait until after Saudi Arabia to do that. And we'll do it between Saudi Arabia and Miami. So let's have a look here. Research and development. Everything I think is still in progress. Yes, but a couple should pass maybe, hopefully, before we get to Miami. 2 days, 1 day, Saudi Arabia. So things are going to change between now and the next Grand Prix. So we will advance there. Should be green. Should be green. Is indeed.
We have a part or two ready for development.
We do indeed.
Research.
So let's do those as quickly as we possibly can.
Head to engineering.
And an extra day. Single development there. Standard 9 days. That's fine. Single development for this as well. Slot available. Single development. Standard 9 days. Thank you. Slot available for the pistons and the powertrain. Single development. Standard 9 days. Thank you very much. Let's see. Was there anything else? Oh no. There was. Oh, we can assign upgrades. Nice. So we've got 3 new upgrades we can assign to the car. Or assign to a driver. So that will equip to Martin. That will equip to Martin. That will equip to Martin. It's going to make him significantly better. And we're now very much on par with Sauber, RB, and very close to Williams and Alpine at the minute, supposedly. We have gained quite a bit of an advantage at this stage. See progress history. Is that where we can see the year? Although that won't be realised until we get to Saudi Arabia, so we'll have to wait and see how that looks once we've done that Grand Prix. I'm probably going to drive the whole season as one driver rather than the other, because it doesn't show you on this chart or even the actual standings which driver you drove as for a race. That might be a bit of feedback I could give to the devs. So say I wouldn't know if I was Maloney or Martin as to who finished where. We know that we were the one that finished higher because we know that we've driven as Martin so far for the whole season. But I will feed that back, and there might be something they could add just visually to let you know which driver you drove as. So, drivers, where can we see? Probably in results, isn't it? Yeah. So, season results here. Again, it would be nice to see which driver I drove as in those races. Let me know in the comment section if that's something that you might like to see added as well. But we will, in fact, we'll get to the day of the Saudi Arabia, because now we can do that with the spark plugs. The activity's been completed as well, and engineering-wise we can now develop that. And we've got more things. ERS, all the way, absolutely. Research the ERS as quickly as possible, please. Still waiting 4 days for cable assembly there. Still waiting for beam wings here, so I can't, unfortunately, I don't believe, no, improve anywhere there. We can start doing something on the chassis, and we can't yet do anything on the durability size. Oh, sorry, we can start doing something on the powertrain. We can't start doing anything anywhere else. And then development-wise, I think we've got the powertrain thing to do there now. Was it the spark plugs? We do, but I don't have any available slots. Okay. So that's as much as we can do at the minute between races. So Saudi, I'm probably going to go with a harder tyre allocation again. Although, wait, at most races so far, at least the last 2, I've gone with the harder and would have actually preferred the balanced. So I'll go with balanced at Saudi, and we'll see if at Jeddah we can. We'll see if at Jeddah we can make a soft medium work. Now's typically probably going to be the point where I go balanced and I actually do need the hard. But for Bahrain, I'll go. We'll put balanced because we ran harder and could have gotten away with the balanced. We'll go 2-stop with 2 mediums because we would have run that if we hadn't had everything happen to us. And rather than put fuel half lap there, I'm going to put started 0.2 above, ended 0.6 below, but got lapped. I'll actually put what we had figure-wise so we can actually know definitively what we had, what we used, and how much we lost. So that's where we are for Bahrain. Actually, let's just put Saudi there as well. So we can plan accordingly, and unsurprisingly, it's dry in Saudi Arabia. But look at all the upgrades. Martin's car should be very competitive. I say Martin's car should be very competitive. It should be a little bit more competitive here than it was or has been recently. but we'll put the older parts in for practice and then call it there. So I think I need to tweak my setup a little bit for Jeddah. I'm not happy with my Jeddah setup at the moment, so hopefully we will be better in the next Grand Prix. Bahrain was a bit of a wake-up call that, yes, we are going to have a bit of a challenge this season. But hopefully you guys enjoyed a race where we had a genuine challenge and a bit more drama with regards to the poor start and then the damage and the poor stop, etc. And then obviously chasing all race long to finally get a position. That's all for me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel, come and join me on stream as well, and I'll see you next time.